Hello, class. Miss Dever here. So, we got through reading the book Why Leaves Change Color in class, and it kind of got me to where I started looking at trees all around here near our school, near where I live, and I wanted to see what leaves started changing colors, if any had started changing colors yet. So, I began going around Denton looking at different trees, and I did notice some of them are starting to change colors, and there's even some trees that have fully changed colors. Then I took a trip down to Arlington, Texas, which is south of Denton. So Denton's north, Arlington is south of there. And I started wondering if the leaves here had started changing yet, since it was farther south than Denton. So this kind of got me thinking, and I wanted to do a little experiment. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to observe 3 different types of trees in 3 different areas in Denton. And then I'm going to observe 3 different types of trees in 3 different areas in Arlington. And I'm going to see if the leaves here and the leaves in Denton and the leaves in Arlington are both changing. Or maybe the leaves up north are changing quicker. Or the leaves in the south in Arlington are changing faster. So this is a question I have, so I want to do a little bit of research. So I'm going to show you some trees and some leaves, and we can see if we can come to a conclusion after seeing our observations. Okay, so these are trees in Denton off Hickory. And if you look closely, you can see some of them are starting to turn colors. So these are mostly green, but they have little speckles of yellow. In case that's not very clear, I have a little leaf here. Can you see that? How there's yellow and green, yellow specks all over. So I think the leaves are starting to kind of change colors here. Okay, so here's a tree off North Texas. If you look closely, you can see a little yellow. I think the little berries are turning greenish reddish. But this one's barely starting to change. See the little specks of yellow? Okay, so this is the best example I've found so far of leaves changing color. And this is off Stella Street in Denton. So I see like orange, yellow, green, brown, see it all. We're in Arlington, and on this tree, I don't see any leaves really changing. Maybe a little bit right in there. But mostly all this is green. So here's our first tree. Okay, so here we have another tree in Arlington. And again, I'm noticing mostly all green leaves. I think I might see few specks of yellow or brown on here, but mostly it's all green. Let's see if we can zoom in here. See all the green? So this is another place in Arlington, and we're really close to where Arlington and Mansfield meet up on a street called Russell Curry Road. Here's our final tree in Arlington. It's a big tree. Once again, I don't really see very many leaves changing color yet. This is just a tree taken off the side of the road, so it's kind of near a little farm pasture area. And again, I don't notice very many leaves changing yet on this tree. So interesting observations we've made today. Okay, so now we've finished all our observations. And I just wanted to review what we found out. So first we looked at 3 different areas of trees in Denton, and we found out that all the trees we found were either fully changing colors or partially, but all the leaves were changing colors in some way. Then we looked at Arlington, and we saw 3 different areas of trees there, and we saw a few hints of where some leaves may be changing color, but not really. Mostly all the leaves were still green. So based on these observations, I would say that we can conclude that the trees in Denton are changing faster or at a quicker pace than the trees in Arlington. And if we wanted to kind of take this further and maybe learn some more, we could say, well, why do we think the leaves in Denton are changing colors already, but the leaves down in Arlington haven't changed colors yet? And maybe we could use some evidence from our book about the different types of trees and what colors they change in the fall, or if how far north or south you are has anything to do with when the leaves change color. So those are like the next steps we could take if we wanted to, and maybe we can in the next few days during science time. So that's what we discovered about leaves changing color.